afternoon. Panic is taking hold on the nation in response to the sudden disappearance of the sun.
Get down to the level of the chair and you touch it.
Your mind is an ocean, and the waves are your thoughts. So stay on land.
Augmented reality games are a new form of transmedia storytelling that blur the line between reality and fiction. They present a story as if it were happening in real life, in real time. Every ARG is different. Some are more interactive than others. Some have puzzles. Some do not. Some only exist on the internet. Some take the fiction into the real world. But they all have a story to tell. And new stories are popping up every single day.
My name is Mia, or Heartful Kitty on various social media, thanks. I developed my interest in ARGs as a continuation of my interest from horror, and the one that I'm currently planning on developing. I want to produce something, that has a lot of horror things in it, but I don't want it to just be straight horror. I want to have a theme of exploration and mystery in it as well. It involves a person who is going to search for a specific place and trying to find clues to where it is along the way.
My name is Conrad Carl Sartorius. I'm a history major here at the University of Oklahoma. Yeah, well, it's been a kind of very slow moving, but we've been working on creating a Twitter-based ARG since about December of last year. I got interested into ARGs about midway through 2017 when a friend of mine recommended Marble Hornets. And that's kind of how I first discovered the genre. We're currently working on a horror-themed ARG. I mean, I've been wanting to be involved in one, but I don't have the time or really the creativeness to make an ARG on my own. So this is just an opportune moment. So I was just going through the subreddit, just reading up on various posts that people had made, and I just stumbled across that by random chance, and I just took the opportunity.
I've always wanted to become a storyteller, and I feel like ARGs present a unique opportunity, to develop and produce your own story. And seeing examples of it in things like Everyman Hybrid and Marble Hornets made me realize that there's basically endless possibilities as long as you have the time.
I use Everyman Hybrid because they're my favorite one. The whole narrative of the story is how people quite often can be corrupted to do bad things. It's the debate do you have free will or not? Are you just condemned just to repeat an infinite cycle? I mean, that's the whole narrative of the ARG. ARG is a story. It's like a movie. It's a piece of art. And so the story creators, the artists making it, ought to use the story to tell, something. They should tell a message or whatever. That's what good art does.
The president made a public statement this morning urging people to remain calm and stay in their homes. Meanwhile, experts are claiming this phenomenon to be an event similar to New England.
My name is Aiden Elliott. I'm the creator of The Sun Vanished along with a couple other immersive stories. I have been interested in immersive stories for a very long time, and I really want to go into this as a major profession. The Sun Vanished is an immersive story that plays out on 3 different Twitter accounts currently. They post tweets, photos, videos, anything all about this apocalypse scenario that they're in, and kind of trying to not only survive, but kind of uncover the mystery of why this is happening and what is happening to them. So the audience interacts through polls. There's occasionally Twitter polls where they make major decisions for the story. They also, everything that they tweet at the Sun Vanished, they reply to TSV's tweets. Everything that they say to the Twitter accounts is taken into account and does affect the story. So they're kind of unknowingly shaping the story as they interact. It started out as just a short film that I was working on with my friend. I make short films occasionally just for fun, and I wanted to do something interesting with this particular short film. I wanted to do like a marketing gimmick through Twitter to promote the short film. A friend of mine, Fantastic Daily, I just sent him the Twitter just haphazardly just because, you know, it was something I was working on, and he loved it, and he made a video about it, and from there it snowballed into something that was way better than I could have ever anticipated. And so then I ended up taking the ideas for the short film and kind of molding them into the Twitter account to kind of have the Twitter tell its own story.
Some people ask us, how do we make our Pizza Time pizza taste so good? We use only real ingredients like cheese, tomatoes, and egg. Order a fresh, large pepperoni cheese pizza today. Leave your old family behind and join the Pizza Time Pizza family.
We will be rewarded in the Pizza Time Pizza afterlife. Only at pizzatimepizza.wixsite.com/pizzatimepizza. Kill your parents. Kill your parents. Kill your parents. Kill your parents. Kill your parents.
Hi, my name is Alex Bale. I'm a filmmaker. I have a YouTube channel that I try to keep up with and make little YouTube videos and shorts. I'm also interested in kind of immersive ARG type of stories, and the one that I'm running right now is called Pizza Time Pizza on my YouTube channel, which is about a pizza restaurant that is secretly a cult and is trying to get more members and trying to get them to do evil, insidious things. Pizza Time Pizza is a series that exists pretty much on YouTube, and then I use other kind of platforms to expand the stories. There's a website called pizzatimepizza.wixsite.com/pizzatimepizza, and I realized that's a really stupid sounding address, and that's the reason why I wanted it. So there's a website that kind of expands the lore a bit more, and then there's a mailing list on that website that you can sign up for, and that'll send you videos that most people won't ever see. The lore that I hide in these websites, I could easily just put in the main YouTube videos, but I feel like if you watch a YouTube video and then you find a website with more details about it, it makes it feel like there's so much more to a story. Like you could just keep digging forever and keep finding new stuff, and that's something that really draws me to projects. When Pizza Time Pizza first started, it just started as just pizza commercials that said, join us or go to this website, and when they went to the website, they could join a mailing list, and that mailing list would send them more videos, and those videos would send them to more secret videos. And a lot of the videos they sent them would ask them to do things like spread the message of Pizza Time Pizza. One that I really liked was I told people to buy pizza from a false prophet, so like Domino's or Pizza Hut, anywhere that's not Pizza Time Pizza, and then destroy it on camera and send me the footage. And to this day, I still get people sending me footage of them destroying pizza, which is just hilarious. I took all of the footage that I got at that point and kind of compiled them into a montage, which was kind of a way of saying like, thank you for doing this, look, you're interacting with me, and I'm sort of giving back to you, and this is a two-way street that we have. I'm really, really fortunate that people seem to like my stories and people keep coming back, and then I have a platform, even if it's not that big, to tell my stories, because I know there's so many people out there trying to tell stories and just no one's listening. So I'm really thankful that some people want to listen to mine.
My main concerns when planning the ARG is the idea that it won't be able to reach out to new people, that it won't spread the way I hope it will, and it'll get minimal audience participation. This concerns me because people who are willing to engage in your story are hard to come by usually, because there's just so much stuff out there that it's hard to filter through all of it. So most people just stick to what's already popular or what's obviously produced by somebody with more experience.
If you go to like the ARG subreddit, like every probably 10 minutes someone's posting a new crappy ARG with binary, and with so many people trying to make an ARG all the time, it's really hard to find an audience, even if you are original and different.
I think that there's both too much content out there and not enough content out there for ARGs, and part of the reason for that is I think there's a lot of crap, but also I think there's a lot of misguided efforts, and I think a lot of that is due to the fixation on codes rather than actually telling stories.
So if I had to, just take a guess, I'd say only about 10% of ARGs actually interest me.
Okay.
Only because they're either...
I think that most people would say that.
Because about a large number of them are just abandoned. They take forever to upload. As I mentioned before, the lack of a story, or at least a lack of a clear motivation for the main character, is what turns me off to most of them.
The more people kind of get involved in ARGs, the more they'll see the crappy YouTube channels or Twitter accounts that just spit out binary, and they'll be able to recognize them as just an ARG. There's not much depth to it, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because that could lead to people not being interested in ARGs, but it's also a good thing because I think it allows people to find ARGs that are really worth something, because they can kind of sift through the garbage and the really good stuff.
No harm from people making ARGs can happen to the community, in my view. Because, sure, okay, fine, there's a whole spam of like crappy ARGs or low quality ones that don't get finished. That's unfortunate. But the simple fact is, inevitably, through all the crap, a high quality ARG is going to emerge. And so, in my view, the flurry of new ARGs being made by people, particularly first-timers, is a good thing because it grows the community, and it helps make the medium grow, and it helps make it more mainstream, in my view.
My best advice I could give you is just try and make yourself stand out. One thing that's not super common in ARGs is a high production value, and that's something that I try and have more of, and I think maybe that's what drew more people to me.
But I think if you can find a way to tell a story that is integrated with the avenue that you're telling it, that doesn't necessarily mean that has to be meta in any way, but to keep that conscious in mind and have the avenue and the story itself fused together, I think is really important for storytelling in this way.
I think the vast majority of ARGs are just copying things that they like. I mean, that's how I started, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because when you do start out at something, you don't really have many original ideas. All you have is what you're inspired by. So I say go ahead and make something crappy, copy what you like, and no one's gonna like it, but you're gonna learn from it, and you're gonna keep making more of it, and eventually you're gonna find your own style and kind of make something that's your own voice. That's definitely how I discovered Pizza Time Pizza and the stories that I like to tell.
Rely on stuff that you already know, stuff that you already have, tools that you already have. Look for, what locations do you have access to? What people do you have access to? If you don't have access to any people, cast yourself. If you only have your house, find a way to tell an engaging story that takes place in your house. I think the limitations there breed creativity. Yeah.